We're now going to cover a few odds and ends, shapes, text boxes, and bitmaps. For shapes, we can add a description to the shape using PCScript, and this is the description that will show up in the section 508D link. We can add hover text for a shape, and this is hover text that will show up as you mouse over it. We can do drill down on the shape using DD enable. We can set the label text for the shape, and we can set the value. Normally values on shapes that are not part of a map are not terribly useful, but you can still set the value and then refer to it in the label using the %_value expansion macro. On text boxes, the most obvious one is to set the text or the content of the text box. You can also specify drill down for a text box when you click on the text box or the text in it, and you can specify the description that will be shown in the section 508 compliant D-link. On bitmaps, there are a couple of useful things to do with these elements. The first one is allowing you to specify a drill down target when someone clicks on the bitmap, so that that can navigate to another place or to some action. You can also replace the contents of the bitmap image with another bitmap using load file. And an example is shown here where we have the nice sunset on the left, and that's what's defined in the image template. But using the command on the bottom, we can specify that that bitmap is to load a new file in and show it when it's rendered instead of the default, and so it gets replaced dynamically with the water lilies. The last one in this section is dynamic objects, and these are very useful for loading in maps dynamically. You specify a dynamic map object, and then dynamically, as the image is rendered, you specify which map is to be loaded in the place of a dynamic object. All of the ranges and everything defined in the dynamic object will hold, but only the map portion will be replaced. So in this case, we have a dynamic map object named dynamic, and we're specifying that it should use a file name ITXML file called US ITXML to go and find the object that will replace the dynamic one, and the object name inside of that image template file is named US. So this will replace the map in this image template with the US map from the other file, the us.itxml file. This is how you can very easily set up one image template file and use it to display the US map or any of the state maps as people click on them, and it refreshes the page.